All right, y'all. So listen, I'm making this video to provide clarity, okay? Absolute clarity and simplifying some information. And and I'm doing this because people seem to be like getting lost in the verbiage of the lawsuit. Okay, so as you know, UMG lost their motion, okay, to stay discovery. That means now that Drake can request the information that he needs. Now, he could see Kendrick's contract, could see it. That doesn't mean he's necessarily going to get it, but he could, okay? He could ask for it. Now, in the scenario in which he asked for it, Kendrick could, with a lawyer, file a motion and object to his information being given because that's well within his rights. UMG could also put a motion to protect just that. They could. They could. There's still options on the table. However, the other information in which Drake is wanting to request, he's probably going to get it. More than likely, he's probably going to get it. But the contract thing, it's a could happen. That does not mean he already has it. Okay? They if you actually read the lawsuit, which is mind blowing to me that people like have this weird objective, like unobjective, like this bias when reading, like it just like their blinders are on, like, oh, I can't fucking see. Um, the what he, what they said is, all right, what they said is they have to do a schedule for the information and for the depositions and all that. They have to meet, the lawyers do, and have to agree on the Drake has to go, hey, these are the people that I want to dispose, and here's when I want to do it. And they have to agree to the schedule. They have to agree, because you can't just say, oh, give me this information, and you have to set a date by which they can give them the information. All right. The actual like trial itself isn't until June sometime. Like this was just to build the information for the case. We're not even like we the case ain't even really started. Okay? The defamation case ain't even really started. This is the pre-trial stuff that normally isn't news, but for some reason, for this particular case, because it's Drake, I guess, and because it has something to do with the beef, it's news. Like this is super boring stuff. Actually, like this is very boring. I don't know why people are so caught up in it. Yes, is this a W for Drake? Yes, sure, it's a W. Like, oh, he got to go through with discovery. Like, duh, mostly everybody fucking does. Because once here's the thing. If the judge says that yes, this case, I'm not gonna dismiss this case, and this case is valid, and there's a potential that there was wrongdoing and harm potentially was done, because he hasn't made a ruling that harm was done. He's saying the potential is there. Therefore, I'm going to hear this case. That means you're going to get discovery. I don't even know why they even tried it. You, you tried to stay discovery or have it not happen and all. Like, it's not going to happen. If the judge says he's not going to dismiss the case, 9 out of 10, if a judge says you're going to hear it, you're going to get discovery. Period. Dot. Period. Dot. If the judge says he's not going to dismiss it, you're definitely getting discovery. I don't know why everybody like it's going so crazy about this. But since I'm here and you're here, I also want to talk about like Nokia, I guess Spotify in the bots, right? In the bot thing, or whatever, because Drake and them, they had an outside agreement, and that's how they got dropped from the lawsuit. They started removing bot views from everybody. Starting this year, starting in February. Ironically enough, starting in February when Drake dropped his album. They started, well, no, they started in January because they've done this for 3 months now. 3 months. Well, no, they removed, so in January, yeah, they removed January's and February, and then they removed February's in March. So I guess they're using a system in which they're validating views at the end of the month, and then they're removing views from the previous month later, or listens, not necessarily views, but y'all get what I'm saying. Um, and it's interesting that that's happening now after they reach their private agreement. I think that's pretty telling. I think that's pretty telling. Um, Now is all of Kendrick's views like, oh, Kendrick lost the monthly listeners. It's bots. I'm like, the only reason Kendrick Lamar was that high was because of the playlisting. Okay, like his monthly listeners was that high was because of the playlisting and the Road to the Super Bowl playlist and all that stuff. Like a lot of people on Spotify, I don't think they know how to listen to music for themselves, and they need a playlist to tell them what's going on and what to listen to. Like it shouldn't be a playlist shouldn't like dominate like the music scene as it does, but the playlisting does now, and it's starting to become again a pay to play game, a payola game. People are paying to get on that rap caviar playlist and stuff. Like labels are paying money. Like it's ridiculous. It's genuinely ridiculous, bro. Genuinely, genuinely. I say that from the bottom of my heart. It is ridiculous. Where your music is either good or it's bad. Either people want to listen to it or they don't. If it's good music and people want to listen to it, your listeners are going to go up and you're going to get more money. Excuse me. But what happens with a lot of people is their songs aren't necessarily bad. It's just the listenability isn't there. So people don't want to come back to it over and over and over again. And views start going down from there. And then also people are like, oh look, you know what I'm saying? Drake's finally streaming higher than GNX, and rightfully so. I mean, technically Drake's always been streaming higher, um, the whole time. It's just that again, Kendrick's team, they had it set up to where the bundles, well, not bundles. I want to be fair, not bundles, but the vinyls and things that people bought and pre-ordered, they were shipping them out 10K at a time. So during the weeks where Drake was dropping, it would be more competitive, which I find again to be very, very interesting that they started shipping them out as the album came out. They started shipping the vinyls as his album was coming out. Thought that was weird. 10K at a time. Thought it was weird. Good business though. Good business though, because it keeps your album more relevant and in the swing of things, and it allows for the conversation again. Oh, look at his staying power, blah blah blah. Because most people aren't that savvy to how the numbers work and go down. So again, good on his team on that note. But at the same time, uh, you know, we're gonna find out. Okay, not beforehand, like unless some information leaks, which it should not, because that runs into legal problems. Okay, the information should not leak. But once June hits, we might start hearing what's in that discovery. Once people start being disposed and they have to start giving statements and things of that nature, that might start getting exposed, especially if they start doing like preliminary turn-ins to the court. Like let's say in May, like they get some stuff done this month in April and they turn in some stuff, you know what I'm saying, like as part of the discovery. Yeah, that's going to become public record, public info, and we'll be able to see it. uh so I look forward to this. This is going to be a great case. I will be following it here on the channel when the real case actually starts in June or May, if there's some more information, interesting information, some tidbits. But again, hey, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Remember, it's not unheard of. Okay, for people to get discovery, not unheard of. That's the basics. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Y'all stay